Hello, I am Raditya Nur Cahya, student of English Department at Faculty of Literature in Universitas Komputer Indonesia. Today I am going to talk about English negation. The goal of this lesson is to get a better understanding about how negation works and how to apply it correctly in a sentence. Hopefully in the next 5 to 15 minutes I will be able to finish the presentation. The outline of my presentation will be how negation work, then what are the role of negation, and last I will be happy to answer the question at the end of my presentation. So does anybody know what it is, a negation? Alright, so in English grammar, negation is a grammatical construction that contradicts or negates all or part of the meaning of a sentence, also known as negative construction or standard negation. Here, for example, I am playing football. Then it became I am not playing football. By adding not between the auxiliary verb and the object, which we call a negation, as I said before. Negation can also refer to this negative word, phrase, or clause. Next is the rules of negation. The first rule, if there is no auxiliary, you have to add one. For example, Rizky sees Diki. Then for the negative form, it became Rizky does not or doesn't see Diki. As you can see here, does not see Diki, we add the auxiliary does after the negator not and after the main verb. As you can see here also, if the positive sentence already has the auxiliary in it, we just need to put not between them. Like Rizky can see Diki and it became Rizky cannot or can see Diki. Rizky is seeing Diki and it became Rizky isn't or is not seeing Diki. The next rule is, what if the main verb has ed in it? As you can see here, the positive sentence is the rabbit jumped over the fence. Then we change it to negative sentence, the rabbit did not jump over the fence. Looking at this sentence, we don't have the ed on jump, as you can see, but we have it in the verb do. You can see the ed is became did. In the negative form, the tense shows up on the auxiliary. What we know from this is that tenses move over the main verb to the auxiliary verb. Next one is conclusion. This leads to the end of my presentation today. So the first thing we notice is not is come after auxiliary but before the main verb. The second thing we notice is if there is no auxiliaries, you have to add one. This is called a do support because usually auxiliary that you add is usually a do, so it's called that do support. Yeah. And the last thing we notice is in the negative form, the tense shows up on the auxiliary instead of the main verb if it is short up in the main verb to begin with. So everyone, next time you want to negate a sentence, don't forget these three rules of negation so you can quickly improve your understanding on English negation. Okay, so that's all of my presentation today. Thank you for your attention. And now I'm inviting you all to ask questions about the English negation. Please.